All right, so let's start off, and let me say apologize for the low light. This will definitely be worked on in the next video. But for now, let me go ahead and show you really quick how to set up an email account on your iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, even your 3G, 3GS, the original iPhone. It's basically all the same way. I will warn you right now that this is pretty much for beginning users. Maybe you just got your phone, you kind of want to learn how to set it up for the first time. This will be the video to show you how to do it. So really quick, there are a couple ways of going about it. If you just got your phone, you can simply tap Mail on the bottom right. That'll open up into your email settings, and then from there you can set it up just like we're going to right now. But if you want to go the long way, say you go into settings right here. You're going to go scroll down to where it says Mail, Contacts, and Calendars and tap it. And then here's where we're going to add the account. Now you can see that I already have a few different accounts on there, but I will show you how to add sort of a generic pop figure IMAP account like Gmail or Yahoo. In this instance, I'm going to set up a Gmail account, so most of those are the same: Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, whatever you use. And then I'll also show you really quick how to set up an Exchange server, in which case I'll actually be setting up my Gmail as an Exchange server, but most Exchange servers are pretty much set up the same way. So to set up an email account, a new email account, I'm going to hit Add Account. Now here's where it gives me an option of what kind of email I want to set up. I can choose iCloud, Exchange, Gmail, Yahoo, other, whatever you have, you can set it up here. So in this instance, I'm going to type in my Gmail account. So I'm going to tap Gmail. Okay, now that I have all my information in there, I'm going to go ahead and tap Next. It's going to think, it's going to verify. When you see those little check marks next to the information, usually means you did something right. So it now asks, what do I want to sync my Gmail up? I can sync up obviously my mail, my calendar. If I wanted to sync up notes, I can do that too. I'm just going to leave those two on, and I'm going to hit Save. At the top it says Account Added. Now I can simply tap my Home button. I can go into Mail, and that's the email address I just put on there, learnyourdevice@gmail.com. Now setting up an Exchange server is basically the same type of deal. Instead of hitting Gmail, I'm going to hit Microsoft Exchange. So I'm going to go back into my settings. If you've already exited your settings and you're doing this at a later date, it'll take you back to your generic settings here. And then again, I'm going to tap Mail, Contacts, Calendars. I'm going to tap Add Account. And again, this time I'm going to choose Microsoft Exchange. So under email address, I'm going to type in my email address. And again, even though it's an Exchange, I'm actually going to use my Gmail as an Exchange, which you can do too, which I personally like to do because it also pushes my contacts and all that kind of stuff on there. So it's sort of a two-way sync between the iPhone and the Gmail server. So there's my email address. Under username, I'm also going to type in the email address. And the password. Alrighty, now that I have all the information in there, should look pretty much like that. It just depends on whatever, Exchange server that you use. Again, this time, in this instance, I'm using a Gmail. Now I'm going to go ahead and tap Next. And you should see something pop up that says Server. So again, I'm setting up a Gmail. The server name that I'm going to put here is m.google.com. If you're using like a GoDaddy email client, or you're using any type of like business Exchange server, they'll probably have their own server name. But since this is a Gmail that we're setting up, I already know what I'm going to put, so I'm going to type in m.google.com. And then tap Next. And like before, we got a bunch of checks. Same thing, this time it's going to ask me if I want to sync up calendar, contacts, mail. Sure, why not? So I'm going to tap Save. And now I have my Exchange email set up. It says right here, learnyourdevice@gmail.com. So that's pretty much it. Most email accounts are, again, going to be done the same way. You either tapping Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, whatever type of email account you use. If it's not listed there, you'll hit Other. Or if it's a Exchange server, you tap Exchange, put in the email address, under email address and username, put in your password, and then when that server option comes up, you type in the server name. In the area below, I'll go ahead and include a link for common email servers. So if you're trying to set up your email and maybe it requires some additional information and you're not 100% sure what to put in there, I will include that link in the area below. And if you guys have any questions, you can email me at learnyourdevice@gmail.com.